What's up, YouTube? This is Justin with LegendaryKnives.com coming at you with another product sneak peek of a knife that's about to hit our website soon. In this case, we have a Medford Knife Tool Praetorian Ti. That's right, the Praetorian Ti from the product lineup. They have officially been retired. This knife is not going to be made any longer, which is super sad, but we're super excited for what Medford Knife Tool is bringing forward throughout 2025 and 2026. The Praetorian is an iconic design that helped build their brand in the knife industry and garnered all the attention really that they've it was the first knife that really grasped the attention of the entire industry and kind of raised them up to where they are today. I don't want to say it's the only knife. They have fantastic pocket knives like the Marauder, the Mini Marauders, slim middies, the 187 drop points. They have a fantastic array of knives, but the Praetorian is the one that really captured the industry's attention and I think catapulted their success, or at least was the cornerstone of their company's knife designs to help them get to where they are today. With that being said, we have the last four, the final strike of Medford Knife Tool Praetorian Tis, and once they're gone, they are gone. They've retired the Praetorian lineup and the custom sculpting services. These knives have both the design and the sculpting. So let's dive into this one and get a little further into it and just kind of break it down for you today. So here we're looking at a Satin S45VN Tanto blade. So it might pick up on camera. Sometimes after it blows it out, but you'll see those hand rub satin blades on there. Fantastic across the flats, but also you've got the matching standard hardware, that 6-shooter pivot they're well known for in this knife design. And a lesser known piece, unless you're very savvy and have been collecting Medford knives for a while, you'll notice this is actually a suppressed handle. So there are no finger deep kind of milled finger grooves in here, typical of their Praetorian designs. And in the past, they've always done a really good job of sculpting around those and blending it into the sculpting design. But in this case, they started with a blank canvas, a blank scale, and milled it in the Twisted Predator pattern. And it looks incredibly good. And even hidden under that, a lot of people won't catch this unless you've been a collector of their knives for a while. This one actually has been contoured on the edges. It adds that little chamfer there to reduce any hot spots or anything. It's been, contoured and blended into the actual scale design. And man, does this feel fantastic in hand. I've got to admit, there's not a lot of the contoured Predators out there. I've only handled a few before that, and I tell you, by this batch, it's a shame that they're going away because they've got it nailed down. Whoever did this, I know it was a painstaking process, and you absolutely crushed it. It's all done by hand, so no two are exactly the same, though they are similar. With that said, you also have a standard breaker here. Flip it over to the reverse side. We'll let you see it. Matching brushed pocket clip. Again, that satin finish that matches with the blade. And then you have that standard hardware, standard 6-shooter pivot on the reverse side. And again, you'll see the standard or the satin finish on the blade if it doesn't blow out the aperture. One more hidden special feature of this knife that a lot of people aren't going to notice unless you're really looking at it is the sculpted spine. That's right. So this one here has a matching sculpted or jimped blade spine, whatever you want to call it. And it has been contoured as well. Feels really good. There's no jagged edges or anything like that. This is not going to be something you're going to saw with or, tactical feature functionality where you're trying to, use it for a survival situation. It's not going to do that. But it does look really, really nice. It's that extra custom touch that just lets you know that they know how to do this hand sculpting design work and do it at a high level of expertise and precision. So fantastic knife here. Truly unique, one-of-a-kind piece. Specs wise, you're looking at a total length of just over 8 inches, almost 9 inches. So it's 8/15 of an inch. Blade length is 3 3/4 inch. Blade thickness is 0.260. Again, I know we mentioned that earlier, but might as well say it again. It is a thick blade. Blade width is 1 3/4. Scale thickness 3/16 inch of scale stock on that, as well as a total thickness of 5/8 and a closed length of 5 1/4. So again, it's Yes, it's a hardy knife. Yes, it's a little heavier than like the dainty, slicey EDC knives that you can buy from, gosh, there's just a vast array of other brands out there, and they're all great and fine too. This is truly something unique. It's a knife that lets you know when it's in your hand that you've got a tool grade, heirloom quality, American made pocket knife, right? It's a really good piece. The weight is 12.4 ounces on this. And like I said, that's unsculpted handles and without all that into consideration. So sculpting is going to lighten that up quite a bit. But again, it's still going to be on the heavier side. But the way they executed this design and the way that the dimensions all fit together, when it's in the pocket, is actually pretty comfortable. It's not like pulling your pants down like a heavy pocket load of just EDC trinkets and whatnot that I know a lot of my everyday carry aficionados can kind of agree with. After a while, you get pocketfuls of all these things that you're carrying, and it just weighs you down and weighs your belt down. This isn't doing that. I carry one of these. It goes in my left pocket. It's comfortable to carry in all situations, whether it's a night on the town or whether I'm out in the field working and trying to reduce some brush and stuff around the home. So it's got tactical prowess. It's certainly has its place in the field with hard work and duty use. And honestly, it fits even well in an office environment. Outside of the fact that when you whip out your gigantic Praetorian Ti, your liberal co-workers in the booths next to you or whatever might gasp a little bit when you pull out a knife this big. But it is equally capable in that setting as well if you're opening Amazon boxes and letters and whatnot. So yeah, it's really sad to see these go. Again, the end of an iconic design, end of an era for Medford Knife Tool, but they've got a lot of exciting things coming between Main Street Knives, ASK Knives. They've got the Medford Knife Tool lineup with new additions coming in that space. They've got their hands in a lot of kind of places right now, and we're looking forward to seeing all this new stuff come to fruition and just see what they bring throughout 2025 and 2026. But with that said, we've got nothing else for you today. These knives will hit the website soon. Again, follow us on here, social media. Like, subscribe, share. Help us beat that YouTube algorithm. YouTube does not like knife content. We know that. If you're a knife collector, you know that. Help us beat that. We love you and appreciate all the support. Follow us on Instagram at Legendary Knives Official. Follow us on Facebook at Legendary Knives. Otherwise, I've got nothing else for you. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and be sure to make your next knife legendary.